Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasahing papawid 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Hi, good evening. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Happy Tuesday! Welcome mo sa ating program. Ako po si SONNY Laragan and we're coming to you live mula rito sa ating studios mula sa London. So good evening ho. Pasensya na ho last Tuesday last week ho. Hindi tayo nakapag-programa. Tayo ho ay, teka muna siguro, chikahin natin yung ating, kwento ko na lang pagka andiyan na si attorney. But anyway, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Welcome ho. Isang evening na naman ho tayo ng dagdag kaalaman. Ito po ang Legal Advice Corner na palagi ang every Tuesday evening ay sumasa inyo dito po sa Filipino TV Europe. Okay, so papakilala ko na para hindi na masyado magtagal dahil na-miss ko na to. No? Hindi kami nakapag-programa ng live last week dahil nga meron akong masamang karamdaman last time. No? Siguro habang kami nagkukwentuhan, saka ko na lang kukwento. But in the meantime, magandang gabi muna sa ating mga kababayan sa apat na sulok ng United Kingdom. Good evening, good evening, good evening. At syempre sa ating mga kababayan, mga kapitbahay sa Europa, good evening din, no? Dahil isang oras, 2 oras lang ang pagitan natin. Pilipinas, good morning, no? Sa Amerika, good morning and good evening ho sa inyo. Ayan. Middle East, magandang gabi. Hindi ko sigurado kung ano ang eksaktong oras sa inyo. Okay, so, pakikilala ko na, syempre, na-miss ko ho to for about a week. Ito, alam kong maraming activities to, ano? Laging, her life is full of, para bang, she makes it meaningful. Maraming mga ginagawa to. Mapapagkain, adventure, lakad, or whatever. Ganun ho. Okay, so, welcome natin siyempre yung ating star of the program natin, ang ating show. Dahil kung hindi ho dahil sa kanya, wala naman tayong masyadong maibabahagi ho. Hindi naman ho tayo eksperto o may kaalaman sa mga bagay na legal dito po sa United Kingdom. Pakilala natin siyempre yung ating pinakamamahal, Brains and Beauty ho. Ang managing partner po ng Deo Volente Solicitors. Walang iba kundi si Attorney DANNA Quinto. Attorney, magandang happy Tuesday sa iyo.
Magandang gabi, Mr. Laragan. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. Tuloy po kayo. Social remote bubble pa rin tayo. Sort of. Dahil napakarami nating mga, and thankful tayo dahil may mga kababayan tayo from all over the world, hindi lang UK. Meron sabi mga Middle East, America, some pa Europe, other parts of Europe. Lahat kami nag-alala about you last week, Mr. Laragan. We're glad to see you in a healthier state, in looking as dapper as you normally are. So we're very glad to have you. Namiss kita ng sobra. So welcome back. Ano nangyari?
Namiss kita. Well, nagkasakit. No, but before that, I'd like to tell you that my weight has gone down to 64. kilograms. So,
Ayun. So,
oo, yung
beyond
ating
the
miles,
target mo. Yeah.
oo, beyond my target, 65 tapos bababa na, no? So, nasa mga 140 something na tayo. Anyway, yeah, I got sick, no? Nagkasakit ho ako Monday evening. I was not feeling well. And then I asked si Direk, no? Tumawag sa doktor para magpa-check up. And so she was able to get a slot at 9:45 the following day. Pero masama ng pakiramdam ko. Monday evening, ano na ako, una nagsimula muna parang hapong-hapo ako, attorney, no? And then in the evening, pa later na siguro mga 6, 7, 8 ganyan, nagsisimula na ako mag-chills. Tuloy-tuloy yan, the whole night yan, no? Hanggang the following morning, day pa rin. Talagang, ano, for 3 consecutive days yun, puro ako lagnat. And then on the fourth day, hilo ako, woozy na woozy ako, yung parang ang hirap, mahirap. No, I had difficulty urinating. I was so afraid kasi nga, o baka kinanser na ako, o baka, kasi nga, di ba, merong, or marami kasi nga suspicions, baka meron akong, enlarged prostate, no? So I had so many worries. But I had so difficulty, no? Tapos nag-diagnose via laboratory urine ko. Meron ako E. coli, AMK, MPK, AMP, hindi ko maintindihan, no? So the initial antibiotics na binigyan nila sa akin, pinalitan namin midway. Because mas ibang bug daw yung tumama sa akin. So yeah, ang hirap, yung sakit. I've been quite healthy for the past 6 months ever since I did my health lifestyle na change, no? Yeah, so I'm hopefully losing yung aking visceral fat. Yung pa. Yung pa lang so far ang inahabol ko, no? So yun lang, nagkasakit lang ako. I was really sick, na hirap ako. I was on my own kasi kaya ang hirap kumain, hirap magluto or hindi luto, prepare. 2 days, first 2 to 3 days, hindi ako makakain.
Wow.
Nag-shoot down yata yung weight ko sa mga 63 or some 62.
Oh my God. Yeah, that sounds
bagsak.
like a very nasty illness, ano? And I only hear about E.
Very
coli
nasty.
sa mga, very nasty. So, mabuti naman at okay na, better na. Sabi mo nga 90% kanina, 90% back on your usual health. So hopefully praying 100% na next week pagbalik natin dito. But we're very we're concerned na ano kami na okay ka lang at maayos ka.
Ang hirap ko nga kasi attorney, dahil ako yung official na stringer correspondent ng GMA for since 2005, no? So imagine mo yun, napakatagal ng panahon. Na-tiyempo ngayon, merong mga events ngayon, itong funeral, itong pagkamatay ni Queen. So I had to force myself to a bit of a report. Pinili ko lang, pero pagkatapos noon, they were asking me to go. Thursday night, live ako sa unang balita sa Pilipinas. Alas 11 ng gabi rito ng Huwebes, alas 6 ng umaga sa Pilipinas. So live ako nagre-report. Pero talagang hilo ako. Nahihilo.
Hilo.
Ano pa, the following day, talagang hilo pa rin ako. They were, I was supposed to go out, do some videos, hindi ko kaya. Sabi ko, I wouldn't trade money for my health.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Most people, if you've been tuning in online or social media, you would have come across the news that our Queen Elizabeth II passed away on Thursday. Thursday, 8th of September 2022 at the age of 96 after, was it 70 years of service? 70 years?
70 years. That's the
reason why I'm wearing black as well. We wore
okay.
black, I think the day after. Kasi I was actually looking at the news that day. I'm waiting for policy decisions from the government. I was just browsing for policy decisions, trying to figure out kung anong mangyayari in the next few months. I don't normally do that, but nataon na kasi naglalabas sila. They were about to give their energy package. So we were all waiting for that. I was personally waiting for that. And out of nowhere, I
Okay.
saw yung breaking news that the doctors were, ano ba yung wording nila, concerned of her health. And lahat tayo, alam natin na
Concerned.
hindi talaga sila nagbibigay unless there's something to be highly concerned about. And they almost always um underestimate is not the word, but it's always they're very very scant, very limited lang yung binibigay nila. So when they give something like that, it means something is very serious. And then news nila na buong royal family are traveling to Balmoral, and doon na lahat kami we were very very anxious na may bad news that day. And eventually at 6:30, I think 6:30 or 6:31 p.m. that night, the BBC, which is the main news organization, broke the news that Queen Elizabeth has died. It's very sad, very somber. The next day, lahat kami, yung mga babae dito, nakaitim kami the next day. So, lots of changes, maraming nangyayari in the next few days, and I'm sure you'd be hoping you get better. Siguro balik fully ka na in terms of being the main main reporter for GMA in terms of relaying the news back home. Kung ano yung nangyayari dito sa state funeral and the activities leading up to the state funeral.
Prior to her death, no, itong prepared na yan, attorney. So yung coded na yon, yung pag naglabas ng ganun yung mga doctors, but she is comfortable, di ba? Sabi may concern daw sa kanyang health or sa but she is comfortable. Actually, relax na yan, preparado.
Exactly, yeah.
You're right. Kumbaga, yung Operation London Bridge, pagka si funeral ni Charles, there will be a code. Yung father ni Queen Elizabeth, may code din yan. So ang code yata niya is London Bridge or something, Operation London Bridge, tapos meron pang isa pang ano na yan? It's soon as pag namatay na or may meron lang may mga messages na ganyan na nakaano na yan para to condition the mind of the people. They wouldn't give you the exact cause of death. They wouldn't tell you exactly when she died. Yep. They would just say she died in the afternoon o 6:30, 6:31, sabi mo nga na binigay yung mensahe. Pero alam na ng pamilya yun, medyo patay na siya. Kasi when they arrived at the airport at 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock ba yun? Basta dinay, pumasok sila, no? Ang nag-drive si Prince William. More or less, baka patay na noon, mga panahon na yun.
Yeah. I think
we can only surmise.
Yeah, we can surmise that. I think we're piecing the news. So that's one thing na kami din we're trying to figure out, because definitely, I think one of the info confirmed was Prime Minister Liz Truss was told at 4:30 na patay na. Whether or not patay na before that could also be the case, because it's very vague. It's afternoon, so afternoon means any time after 12 noon, diba? So it could be somewhere. It could be early afternoon, and maintindihan mo naman. This is a person who's given her life in public, and maybe the family wanted a bit of private time with her before they announce to the public and before everything becomes official, kumbaga. But I think we suspected, a lot of us suspected, given the wording, given what we know of Operation, was it London Bridge, isn't it? Is it London Bridge? London Bridge is down. I think that was their code. And Operation Unicorn, I've gathered, is the code if she dies in Scotland. So lahat, as you said, these are not. These are a series of activities that they've planned for years, and they tweak and adjust every year. Execution na lang. It's a bit strange, no? Nagpa-practice sila, alam mo, nagpa-practice sila sa funeral mo. That's strange, but it's very interesting. What ang outpouring ng respeto, at least in the United Kingdom. It's quite it's this is history unfolding. I think buong buhay ko alam ko lang si Queen eh. So and I don't think in my lifetime makakakita pa ako ng isa pang I will get to witness another queen. I think looking at yung natural line of succession at the moment, it's all gonna be kings in my lifetime. So that's gonna be the last one for
Tatlo
me.
yan.
So
Tatlo.
tatlo pa. Puro king. And all,
King Charles, King William, King George. Yata yung anak ni William, di ba?
Prince George at the moment, yeah, but
Oh,
no,
I'm
it's
sorry,
simply,
Prince George eventually. So, yeah,
yeah.
And we've always been hearing the song "God Save the Queen." God Save the Queen for a long time. Nakakapanibagong
God save-
kantahin yung "God Save the King," God Save the
Exactly.
King.
God save the King.
So,
And
well,
Her Majesty's the courts used to be Her Majesty's Court and Tribunal Services. It's now going to be His Majesty's Court and Tribunal.
His
So minor
Majesty's,
change lang. His Majesty's Court and Tribunal Services. Pero tayo nandito ngayon, we pledge our allegiance sa ating queen nung naging British citizen tayo. So it's quite special.
yes.
Lahat tayo nag-citizenship. Lahat, alam mo yun, pag may citizenship, andun sa likod mo yung picture ni Queen, and you have to oath allegiance to her dun sa naturalization kung magiging British ka during her reign. Of course, ngayon iba na. But that's things
When
that you
did you
remember.
have yours, attorney? When did you have yours?
2018.
2018. Right. Hula mo sa akin, attorney.
Kailan sa'yo? Seryoso tingin ko, I don't know, you tell me, ayokong sabi ng year ba? you tell me.
You're
2010?
hula lang.
2007? 2007? 2010?
No, below, lower than that.
Lower? 2006?
Lower.
Lower? Okay,
Lower.
2005? Lower pa?
2005. Oh, 2005. 2005, yung mga pa-swearing, may seremonya, may certificate na darating sa'yo. Dumating ba yung certificate? May parang certificate muna yan, di ba?
Oh, ready na po nung andun ako. So andun na sila, ready na yung certificate, and pinatunog ba yung God Save the Queen sa inyo? Pinlay yung God Save the Queen sa akin eh. So, yeah, they were playing that as well.
Okay.
I took the
Solo ka ba? Solo ka lang?
Yeah. Solo. I took the private ceremony kasi nagdala ako ng mga at by then madami akong dala yung mga workmate ko sa dati kong firm. So, bit-bit ko apat yung bit-bit ko. So, it was a private ceremony.
Okay.
Kasi it was pretty special. Very, very special. Kinuha yung passport.
Good sa'yo pala, parang... sorry, may passport ka kagad?
Yeah. A week after.
Really,
So, joined up.
Galing. Galing, Pero solo, no? Kasi sa amin, grupo Siguro, there were probably 100 of us. I couldn't remember. Basta marami. Puno-puno kasi yung hall Parang kung saan ginaganap yung council meeting, kunyari ng Wandsworth, yung mga konsuhal kung saan nandun sila, dun ginanap yun So malaki ang area. So friends and family were there. Pero marami kami. So siguro, I don't know, may mga 200. Hindi ko matandaan Basta marami. As in marami. Parang mass ceremony. Mass swearing in o mass ganun. Marami kami. So, yeah. Teka muna, ano ang pinagagawa mo lately? Ikaw ba'y nagluluto, naglalakad, ano ang mga latest na mga ginawa mo?
Ano ba latest? Pumunta ako sa wedding ng workmate, I think that was a week ago already. Yes, that's yan,
Itong wedding, nakakita ako ng wedding mo dati
Yeah, Shalwar Kamis. That was Shamel. Happy congratulations to Shamel. So Shamel, yung kinasal, and that was a lovely wedding. Not masaya, masaya. It was a
Wow, oh, ang
beautiful
galing, oh.
celebration. Ganda ni Shamel. So very very very
Ano
nice.
siya?
Uh,
Is she Pakistani?
She is Pakistani. She is Pakistani. So that's
Ah,
but
okay,
it's a mix.
Pakistani. Okay.
Those colleagues, half of those are Indian and half of those are Pakistani. So not which is quite interesting kasi yung naglalaban sa cricket at that time, which is probably a big thing for them, was Indian and Pakistani during the Indian and
Ah,
India
okay,
and
okay.
Pakistan during the wedding. But yeah, Shimel's wedding, and then nagluluto-luto lang as usual nung weekend. Nagluto lang din ako ng liempo. Nagluto ako ng liempo. So
Ooh,
yeah,
sarap.
yeah,
Wow! Ooh, sarap, ha? Ano
liempo.
to? Yung beans, ano tawag yan? String beans? Ano pa tawag din sa beans na yan?
Fine beans. Fine beans lang. Fine beans.
Ah, pine beans. Oh. Hindi ka ba nag-asparagus, attorney? You hate you hate the smell?
Hindi ako gano'n matagal na 'yan, eh. Hindi ako gano'n kahilig sa asparagus. Ewan ko ba bakit, kasi nung bata ako, feeling ko finorce feed ako ng asparagus. Finorce feed ako ng asparagus kaya hindi ako gano'n
Really? Yeah.
hindi ako gano'n kasaya sa asparagus. So, where I grew up sa Coronadal, maraming asparagus do'n malapit sa yung
Oh, really?
plantation
Yeah.
ng Dole, hindi
Wow.
gano'n, medyo okay yung asparagus. So, I grew up na hindi na, minsan may asparagus, tapos kainin mo yan. Tapos, naalala ko medyo matigas pa yung iba, tsaka medyo fibrous pa. So, I had the best asparagus, I'll tell you what. White asparagus. Doon ako na sa Germany, nung pumunta akong Germany, and I visited some family, some relatives. At nung nag-Hamburg Marathon ako, so si Tita Glo, hello Tita Glo, and family, Ate Shelly, they hosted me, and they said at that
Mhm.
time, sabi niya, in season ang white asparagus. Sabi ko, ay naku, may white asparagus pala. And I
Ah,
had it.
okay.
That was nice. That was very, very nice. I've
Oh,
not seen white
buti ka pa,
asparagus.
fresh. Kain kasi
Yeah.
ako yung nabibili sa Lidl na yung nakabotelya. Oo, kaya hindi ko
Okay.
masyadong na ano. Kaya lang
Oh,
si Maria, yung ating publisher, yung ating managing editor sa newspaper, ayaw kasi din niya, eh. Yung amoy kasi yung urine mo nag-aamoy. Medyo
yes.
malakas, 'di ba?
That's right.
Pagka, 'di ba?
Malakas talaga.
Oh, pero sa akin okay lang. Sa akin okay lang. Okay lang. I don't mind it. Tinitiis ko na lang. Pag nag-CR ako, tapa ko na lang yung ilong ko gano'n.
Sorry.
So, ay,
Yeah. Naku, naalala ko.
okay. So,
Childhood memory.
liempo. Oh,
Liempo,
paborito ko ang
yes.
liempo. Wow, weakness ko yan.
Kita.
I love
Niluto
liempo.
kita.
Talagang ano. Oo, ang sarap. Uy,
Yeah.
a lemon, and then, ano tong nandi sa baba? Tinahan na parang puti?
Achara. Achara po. Achara.
Ah, achara. Okay, achara is papaya, di ba?
Ewan
And then,
ko
ano
kung
yung
ano yung
flower?
mukhang
Ano
papaya.
yung flower?
Wala, ano lang.
I think papaya galing eh. Decor.
It's just a garnish para, it's a pun. Roast and roast pork belly. So, just a play on words.
So yan, kamukha niya, yung dish na yan, yan na yan. Wala ka nang masyadong iba pang kakainin pang dagdag o I'm talking of, say, potatoes, wala na, no? Wala ka nang carbs, so ganyan. Yan na yan.
May carbs ako na konti. So, yung inaano nga ako ni Oliver Fernandez kung yun ba yung main ko. Actually, I had a little carbs on that. Pero ano yan, dalawa yung main course. So, dalawa yung kinain ko that day. Kasi galing ako sa farmer's market. So, may nakita ako na samosa chat. Which is, it's very nice. Pero hindi, kumbaga parang starters or merienda. So, yan yung dalawang pagkain ko. Samosa chat and some liempo. Little bit of rice. Inano ka lang, parang dalawang tablespoon. Hindi, busog lang ata ako. But normally I would have that I'm having a bit of carbs at the moment dahil busy. So, hindi tayo less carbs at the moment. So, pag liempo talaga mapapa-carbs ka eh. Masarap talaga siya with kanin. Although I'm sure ikaw, disiplinado ka na ngayon eh. Pero ang liempo, classic na Filipino dish.
Solo, we have fried rice on a weekend every Sunday. So,
Ah,
with turmeric, ganyan, medyo yellowish masyado. Oh. So, okay na lang sa akin kasi parang from Monday to Friday, I eat less, di ba? Or I eat a different kind
yes.
of a meal, a menu or diet. So, okay na lang yun. Every Sunday, uh, sige, bahala na. Pero okay lang.
Wala na.
Okay lang. So, yeah. Okay, teka muna. Let's go into the pabati, attorney. Ha? Tingnan natin kung sino yung
Yes.
unang bumati sa atin. Oo. So, sige, go, attorney. Direct, sige. Yung bumper natin.
Tuwa ako dyan sa bumper ni
Okay.
Direk. Parang,
Ang feeling ko, parang may tumatakbo ahas afterwards.
may ayun.
Oo, galing
Anyway,
ng natin. Music, thank you. Courtesy of
thank you,
Direct.
Direk. Thank you.
Okay, attorney,
Thank
sige.
you.
A little game
Yes,
natin. Sino
a little game.
sa palagay mo ang unang bumati ngayon, no? Live ho kami ngayon, ha? Last week ho, pasensya na.
Live kami, live,
May sakit ho
live.
talaga ako,
Yeah.
no? So, ayan. Ito, sige, attorney, sino? Sino ang iyong hula?
Naisip ko si Oliver Fernandez kasi siya yung nag-comment. Yung kakomentan ko dun sa Liempo post. So, Oliver
Hmm.
Fernandez ang hula ko.
Sige, tingnan natin. Oliver Fernandez. Oh!
Yeah.
Wow!
Oliver Fernandez, nakabalik na yung dati niyang profile picture eh. Welcome back, Oliver Fernandez. O ilang weeks na siya nakabalik galing Pilipinas.
Nakabalik na
But yes,
sa Washington? Oh, okay.
Everett, Washington. So he says he's watching from Everett, Washington. Well wishes to you, Kuya Sonny. Thank you, Attorney Donna and Direk Pao, for delivering our favorite Tuesday learning program. Thank you, Oliver. Maraming salamat sa suporta at sa mga banter online. Very supportive si Oliver. I like the fact na he's kumbaga sa engagement audience participation numero uno yan si Oliver. So thank you, Oliver.
Yes. At saka yung Everett yata, paki-confirm lang, Oliver, kung yun ang headquarters ng Boeing, no? Boeing, no? Dyan sa US. No? Oh, yung although ang Boeing, alam ko, British company yan dahil no? Hindi, Boeing ba yung kanilang, hindi, teka muna. Ano ba yung sikat na, Rolls-Royce pala, di ba yung makina na ginagamit sa mga
yeah.
Boeing, Rolls-Royce, yes.
The machine, the
Rolls-Royce.
yeah.
Yan ang British. So, Boeing is an American company based dyan sa Everett mismo. Parang nabasa ko, Everett eh. No? Paki-confirm lang, Oliver. So, ayan, okay. So, tama ka sa hula mo, ha? Tama ka sa hula mo,
Yes.
attorney, ha? So, okay. Sige, tingnan natin kung makakapangalawa ka pa. Tingnan natin.
Pa. Siyempre nasa isip ko din si Marian Galicia Paner, who's
Marian Galicia Paner.
very prompt. Tingnan natin. Salutatorian ba natin?
Tingnan natin.
Edgardo! Si Edgardo. Kagahas dyan. Naku, naunahan si Marian Galicia Paner. Well done,
Oo.
Edgardo, mamaya sasabihin ko kasi nag-live yan nung weekend eh. Sabi niya, rainy and morning. So yeah, nagluluksa na Tuesday to Mr. LARAGAN, Attorney Donna, Direk Pao, and to the viewers. Working Canary Wharf today. Looking forward to lots of learning again today. Thank you. So yes, Edgardo, sabi ko nga ako din naka-black ako to show some respect sa this period o pagluluksa ng buong United Kingdom. And Edgardo, Mr. LARAGAN, nung weekend, quite helpful. Nag-live siya sa Buckingham Palace. I think he He was around the
What day
area.
was it?
He picked
Was it Wednesday or Thursday? Anong araw ba yun? Alam ko,
weekend,
we were
weekend,
coordinating.
weekend.
Weekend.
Thursday
Weekend.
namatay si
Anong
Kuya.
araw?
So I think weekend.
Anong araw ba, Direk, yung kausap mo si Edgardo tungkol doon sa but, uh, Friday. Okay.
Friday. So
Okay,
yeah. So
Friday pala yan.
I saw him there. Kamusta Edgardo? Kamusta sa tube? Kamusta ang London? Tell us, kamusta ang mood sa Buckingham Palace nung ikaw ay pumunta last Saturday? It was very helpful din. Tiningnan ko yung ano niya,
Mm.
yung mga
Oh,
videos
okay.
niya. Yeah.
Overtime ba siya, no? Overtime ba siya? Today? Are you
Ano?
working overtime, Edgardo? No, dahil sabi mo,
O
nasa
bakit?
Canary Wharf ka ngayon, no? Oh. Pero
Nasa
good.
opisina
Well,
ka pa?
thank you for surprising us, no? Kami ni attorney na one of the early ones ka na nag-message. Sige, attorney. So, sino sa palagay mo? You're gonna stick with
Paninindigan ko pa rin si Marian
Marian?
Galicia pa rin.
Okay,
Baka
sige.
na ano na.
Panindigan.
Paninindigan natin yung
Sige.
pambato
Sige,
natin.
panindigan natin. Tignan natin.
Yes! Sumama din.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hello po, Kuya Sonny and Attorney Donna at sa lahat. Happy Tuesday po. And stay safe always. God bless us po. God bless you too, Marian Galicia Panet. Naunahan ka ni Edgardo. Naku, watch out. Ayan.
Mm.
Mr. Sonny, sabi ni Marian
Oo.
Galicia Paner, hope you feel better na, Kuya Sonny. And stay safe always and take care po. Ayan. Lahat ay nag-aalala sa inyo, Mr. Laragan.
Yeah, mahirap 'yun yung aking naranasan talagang tumba ako ha. Feeling ko medyo hindi naman ako masyadong immune no, pero malakas ang resistensya ko with my new health protocols, yung health discipline ko sa akin sa sarili ko. Malakas ang immune system ko kaya lang tinamaan ako eh. Merong kasi infection eh. Bacterial, marami bacterial. Attorney, tanongin kita para lang parang trivia or info question lang. Ano difference ng virus at saka ng bacteria?
Good question. I think
Ang cold virus.
Ang cold virus, yeah. Ang bacteria is like
ang COVID virus. Okay.
Virus. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with their molecular structure. And yung bacteria obviously na ng antibiotics. I haven't got anything more to say dahil ako po ay isang abogado at hindi pa ako magpapanggap na isang doktor. But do tell us what's the difference. Ako ayusin ko lang yung yung video ko na siya. Ayun. O, diba?
Okay. So ang infection ko, bacterial. Yung E. coli. Okay. Ang difference between ngayon ko lang, so dahil nga nagkasakit ako, ni-research ko, ano ba ito? Di ba may virus, may bacteria, ano ba pagkakaiba? Ang virus, kailangan ng host para mabuhay, tumuloy-tuloy. So it is inside or inside the body. Ang bacteria, kaya nasa labas siya, hindi niya kailangan ng host, kaya nasa loob siya o nasa loob siya, pwede siyang mabuhay. So outside our body, even it can stay in plastics for even a long time, ganyan, no? So it can stay in dry places. May ganun eh, pin-research ko eh. So yun ang difference. Ang bacteria inside your body and outside your body, pwedeng mabuhay yan. Whereas a virus, sa katawan mo lang. It needs a host. Ika nga. Kunyari, pag nahawa ka yan, pag nahatchingan natin si Direk, halimbawa, may virus tayo, may sipon-uno, mahahawa, no? Ganun. So, yun pala pagkakaiba ng bacteria.
Kahit walang host, yung bacteria, pwedeng mapasok.
Kahit walang, sa paligid natin, andyan maraming bacteria.
Bacteria, understood, yeah.
Ang virus for a few days outside, patay na yan eh. It will die.
Yes.
Kaya ngayon, bacteria tuloy, ang virus, tama, virus. Pero ang bacteria, it could be anywhere. Kaya ngayon, obsessed na ako, nag-alcohol ako, kasi nga, bacteria, di ba, germs. Di ba? So,
Germs, yeah.
kailangan, di ba? Kailangan palang mag-ingat tayo ng germs. Bino mo, tamaan ako ng E. coli, no? Yung mga sa
Grabe.
egg din, mga salmonella, di ba? Mga ganyan, di ba? Mga ano yan, bacterial din yata yan eh. Yung salmonella, yung sa mga, kunyari, raw eggs,
Yeah.
na hindi meron tinamaan ng salmonella. So a lot of things. Kaya, ingat, we have to be very, very conscious of our health, yung ating, lahat bagay, no? Because may bacteria pala eh. Sabagay, alam naman natin may
Ganun pa.
bacteria, pero ano ba yung bacteria na yan, no? Kaya lang yun, it will cause illness, sickness, no? And of course, virus din. So, yan ang ating, at least alam mo na ang basta ang bacteria, inside or outside of the body, pwedeng mabuhay. Ang virus, it needs a host.
It needs a host, yan. Yung patok pa rin yung sa
It needs a host.
molecular, sure.
Tama.
Ayan si Virginia Elona is greeting us from Sweden. Magandang gabi po, Tita Virginia. Ako, nakakatawa naman. Roll call. Sino pa ba?
Yeah.
Sino pa ba yung mga present?
Ito na pala.
Roll call. Ayan, inaano pa ni Direk. Ayan, Marilyn Jones says, magandang gabi po, Attorney Donna and Sir Sonny.
Hindi nakatingin sa Direk, attorney, sa baba, no?
Yung programa.
Hindi nakatingin sa akin, Direk, sa baba. Okay.
Ayan. Okay na, ayan. Marilyn Jones. Ulitin natin. Take 2. Marilyn Jones says, magandang gabi po, Attorney Donna and Sir Sonny at sa lahat po ng mga taga-subaybay ng inyong programa. Magandang gabi din po, Tita Marilyn. Tuloy po kayo. Tuloy po tayo.
Okay, Marilyn Jones. Si ano to, na ano mo to si Marilyn Jones, di ba? Yung sa gabi ni Lady Emmeline, no? Yung kanyang birthday. One of those, no? Yung ba yung sumayaw o kapatid nung sumayaw? Na may mga
Tita Marilyn, kapatid ko po sumayaw yan ng mga glamorous grannies, the glamorous ladies, mga kaibigan ni Tita Emmeline. Tita Emmeline, nasa Pilipinas pa rin, ano? Medyo matagal pa rin.
Balita ako, 6 months yata, may pinapagawa yata bahay or something. Parang nabalitaan ko lang. Hindi ko siya direktang nakausap dahil, although madali namang kausapin yan. Si Lady Emmeline. Pero nag-enjoy siguro.
She looks like she's enjoying her. Yeah. Ayan, Benjamin.
Would you read? Okay, hi, Benjamin, no? Kapangalan ng tatay ko. Benjamin Laragan. Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Si Ben Laragan. Benjamin, So, Benjamin, Clarin, no? Magandang araw. Nasaan ka ngayon? No? Tumatawag sa atin.
Nasaan ka? Nasaan ang location mo? Ay, mahaba. Ayan. Mahabang. Edgar Duay. Hello sa inyong lahat, lalo na sa ating culinary expert, Attorney Donna, yung mga barkada ko. Peace. Hi, direct medalist, PPRP. And to the legend himself, Mr. Sonny Laragan. And don't forget to say a prayer for our Queen. God, I think that save the Queen. Tandaan, magpa-beauty para laging pretty inside out. Ayan, ang wise words from Edgar Duay. But yes, I agree. Don't forget to say a little prayer for our Queen. Agree ako dyan.
Okay, no? God have the Queen. Galing, ha? So, okay yan, Edgar, ha? God have the Queen. Ayan.
Hindi na sinave, kinuha na lang. I know, but yeah. Galing.
Mabuhay kaya. Kumusta kaya si Edgar? The last time I saw him was during the event ng kanilang grupo. So magandang gabi sa iyo. We miss you and hope okay ang buong family ng ng Duway family. So ayan, at saka intact pa rin sila at walang pinag-iisipang tumawag sa iyo para pre-represent, no? Di ba?
Yes.
Duway versus Duway.
Duway versus Duway. I can't break confidentiality, Mr. Laragan. Joke lang.
Hindi kasi may movie, Kramer versus Kramer.
Kramer versus Kramer,
Kramer
yes.
versus Kramer. Oo. Hindi rin kita tatanungin
Yes.
kung sakaling tumawag man sa'yo dahil kung ano, I don't want, yun nga, sabi mo, ano, ano yan, client, ano ba, confidentiality? Oo.
Correct.
Hindi, pero
Yeah.
mabuhay. Well, we're just, alam mo si Edgar, I believe ako dyan because he does a lot of things, no? Masyado multi-talented, multi-skilled, and whatever his passions are, he pursues them, no? So, ayan. All right. Okay.
Analu
Okay. All right.
Antipas.
Analu, sige, uy, kumusta na kaya si Analu?
Analu Antipas says, amazing evening, Attorney Donna, Kuya Sonny, Derek Powen to all viewers. Stay safe and healthy. God bless us all. God bless us all. Analu, ganda ng profile photo din ni Analu. It's new, bagong-bago. Lots of flowers. Ito
Wow.
din si Analu eh.
La,
Very supportive din. So everyone's good vibes ngayon. Nakakatuwa.
okay, mabuhay, Analu, ha? Sino ito?
That's Rancy. That is my college best friend. And even now as an adult, Rancy Pulido, hi attorney. Baliw. Baliw ka. Ang tawagan namin yan, si
Nasa UK
Periodo
yan.
College.
Nasa UK. Nasa UK?
Nasa Canada yan ngayon. But she lived in the UK for a year sa North Umbria, sa Newcastle. Nag-Newcastle yan a long time ago. A few
Nurse
years
ba
ago.
siya?
So,
Nurse ba siya?
ay, hindi po. Teacher si Rancy, teacher.
Kapangalan ng aking first cousin. Ang Pulido ba is surname niya? Surname niya ba yan? O single surname? I mean, yung maiden surname?
Pulido po. Single surname yan. Single surname.
Ang mga Pulido ba taga doon sa Mindanao?
No, hindi. Taga saan ba kayo? Taga Luzon yan eh. Cavite ba? Cavite ata o Batangas? So, not quite sure.
Alam mo ko,
Shout out to
alam mo kung
parents
bakit?
ni Rancy. Bakit po?
Hindi kasi ang grade 1 teacher ko na hindi ko makalimutan si Miss Pulido. Hindi ko makalimutan. Kumbaga, ang mga hindi ko makalimutan teacher ko, yung teacher ko ng grade 1, grade 4, 5 and 6. But amongst them, dalawa lang hindi ko makalimutan, yung grade 1 tsaka grade 4 ko na teacher.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Pulido, si Miss Pulido. Buhay ka, ano?
Shout I just wanna say sa family ni Rancy kasi close din ako sa family niya.
Rancy, mabuhay, ha?
Was for a legal advice corner. Kompanyero ko yung tatay niya and ang brother niya, so Attorney Pulido, both Attorney Pulido. And kay Tita Eloy, who's absolutely lovely. Hello. Rancy, pumunta ka na dito sa UK. Yun ang panawagan namin.
So teacher siya dyan sa Canada?
No, teacher siya sa Pilipinas, but I think may family sila sa Canada, so I think she's visiting. But I think she's also looking to do further studies sa Canada. So yeah, marami ata siyang relatives sa Canada. Hello din sa lahat ng mga relatives mo dyan, baliw. Baliw yung ano namin eh, yung sorry, it feels like baliw yung
parang endearments nyo.
And I've known Rancy, just to pause, I've known Rancy for 2000, close to 18 years now siguro. Yeah, 18 years. So, batang-bata.
Okay. Mabuhay.
18 or 19 years.
Rancy,
18 years ko nang kilala si Rancy.
Alam mo, yung apelyido mo. Gusto ko lang sabihin lang yun na yung teacher ko na hindi ko makalimutan, grade 1 teacher ko, si Miss Pulido. Talagang nag-stick sa mind ko yun. Baka, yan. Si Oliver. Sinagot yung ating no?
Sinagot niya, Opo, Kuya Sonny, Boeing is Seattle-based company and one of their facilities is here in Everett. Although they have assembly plants and airfields in Seattle and Renton here in Washington. Tamang-tama talaga si Mr. Laragan. Very widely read. Napakadaming random trivia. Kahit kay Mr. Laragan, meron tayong dagdag kaalaman din. Nakakatawa. So, yes,
Ayan,
going.
oo. Hindi, lumabas kasi sa balita nung isang araw eh. Tapos Everett, meron, parang may pinanood ako na isang parang yung documentary ng BBC doon sa 737 MAX na dalawang magkasunod, two instances, isang yung Malaysian Airlines yata, tsaka yung ano pa nga ito, yung ano ba yung katabi? Kenya, magkakatabi ng Eritrea, Ethiopian Airlines, dalawang in 1 month lang yata pagitan lang, bumagsak or something eh, di ba? So, nagkaroon ng controversy yan, kaya pinag-ground yung buong 737 MAX buong mundo. Diyan yan sa Everett, sa facilities na. Kasi pinapakita na nung yung kanilang parang maiden flight or maiden something nung di ba? No, kumbaga, bagong gawa eh. Ano yan? 737 MAX, MAX. And so, yan, sa Boeing. So nakita ko, naalala ko si Oliver del Everett mismo, Everett, facilities pala gawaan. Ayan, O, sino to? Last ba yan, attorney? Direct?
Friend ko sa Facebook. Okay. I think from Mindanao din si Vic or may connections siya sa Mindanao. Hi, attorney Donna Quinto. God bless you. God bless you too, Vic. Hope you are well.
Vic, mabuhay ka, ha? Vic. Alright. So, yung mga taga Mindanao. Pero, kumusta naman? Tahimik naman sa Coronadal, attorney, no?
Tahimik naman po. Tahimik naman. I mean...
malamig ba?
Hindi. Hindi doon.
Pero may pineapple eh. May pineapple sabi mo, di ba? May Del Monte ba sinasabi?
Dole. Dole is 20 minutes away from 20 or 30 minutes away from Coronadal.
Mismo sa Coronadal, tinatanim yung mga pinya?
20 to 30 minutes away from Coronadal po yung Dole.
Really? Oh, okay. So hindi na Coronadal, hindi na
pa.
Ano ba ang Coronadal? Anong province ng Coronadal? Ang Coronadal ba is a city or a province?
Coronadal is a city within South Cotabato as a province. Province of South Cotabato. Coronadal is a valley. So kaya may pineapple dun sa mas mataas na lugar, and then you go down to the basin of Coronadal Valley kasi yan eh. So medyo exposed kami. Although exposed up to so much. So medyo mainit, but very, very good place. Proud ako na lumaki ako sa Coronadal. Proud Coronadalenyo. Or Marbel, yun din ang tawag ng iba, Coronadal Marbel.
Coronadal Marbel.
Alternative na pangalan niya is Marbel. Yung old-fashioned name niya is Marbel. I don't know. So, I'm sure may story yan.
Marbel ang South Cotabato. Ang South Cotabato.
No, hindi. Ibang pangalan lang ng Coronadal. So, other name, an old name of Coronadal is Marbel.
Marbel was the old name. Yeah. Okay.
But official name...
Parang attorney yung
The official name is Coronadal.
May delay yata tayo eh.
May delay tayo.
Parang Jensen. May lag tayo. Yung Jensen yata, dating the Jangas. No,
yes, exactly like that. Yeah, exactly like that. The Jangas.
Inabot mo, the Jangas,
inabot ko. Yung mga matatanda po, yung lola ko, ganun pa rin yung tawag nila. The Jangas pa rin, or Marbel.
The Jangas pa rin,
Yun ang tawag ng matatanda yun. You would really pick.
Ngayon, at least alam ko na, no? Kasi minsan, may ganun eh, may mga contest, kunyari, mga Little Miss Philippines, I'm from Marbel, yan, di ba? Parang South Cotabato. Yun, di ba? Parang sa Marbel pala. Oy, santo.
Yes. And actually, yung pangalan, just so you know, before, yung pangalan namin, Shena, the Shena School is actually not called Shena School of Coronadal. It's called Shena School, not named Shena School of Marbel. So yun ang kasi
Oh,
old-fashioned.
okay, okay.
Dating pangalan niya is Notre Dame of Marbelle. Years and years ago, 1950s, 1960s. And when it converted to Siena, it still carried on the same name, carrying the name of Marbelle instead of using the official name of Coronadal. So that's a little trivia for you as well. Pareho lang
Okay
po yan
nga,
na,
oo.
city, Marbelle at Coronadal.
Ayan. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, si Mr. Ano nga, pauwi na ba kaya siya? Si Mr. Reporter natin.
Basahin ko ba? Hope you get
Nasa bahay
better.
na, nasa bahay na.
The house, taking care of my child. Northern and Jubilee line are very busy. Maybe some will go to Westminster. It's rainy outside. Yes, it's very rainy outside, guys. We're back to usual weather programming in the UK. Malamig. Hindi naman malamig. Maulan. Yun ang ano ngayon. Maulan na.
Pero tuloy-tuloy. Attorney, tuloy-tuloy, ah. Tuloy-tuloy. No, tuloy-tuloy siya. Yung since mula nung namatay si attorney tuloy. May namatay si Queen, umuulan eh. Daily umuulan si attorney. Diba? No? So, grabe ang ano. Oo nga, oo. Parang ano. Noong weekend ba, umaraw? Kumusta sa Bedford? Maulan ba?
Parang umulan. Umambon for a while. Pero umaraw din. Kailan ba yun sobra talagang makulimlim? Nung Friday, the day after, makulimlim. Para talagang nagluluksa yung langit. And nung pupunta ka sa grocery, grocery nung lunchtime, napakatahimik. It was very, very quiet nung Friday, the day after she died. So,
I could just imagine talagang. Yeah, I guess so. About Friday, Saturday, parang walang masyadong sasakyan, no? Na, ano, dumadaan. Ayan. Ito, si Oliver, merong inaano sa atin. Yeah, size-wise, sabi niya, pakibasa, attorney.
Size-wise, viruses are microns, smaller than bacteria. Ayan, dagdag kaalaman talaga tayo dito every Tuesday. Ang dami ko natutunan today.
Ayan, nurse yan, medical profession yan. Medical professional yan si ano. Oo. Pero yun nga, tama ba ako doon sa sinabi ko na ang viruses, it needs a host. Ang bacteria inside or outside the body pwedeng mabuhay, no? Pwede pwede mag-exist o mabuhay o magano. So, ngayon ako nag-alcohol na ako. Although, pero parang nakakatakot kasi yung dinaanan kong parusa, yung suffering ng body ko, yung hilo ko, yung talagang gumagapang ako. Talagang gumagapang ako, attorney, At saka ang lagnat ko tuloy-tuloy. If I take, for example, anything, paracetamol or whatever, every 4 hour, first hour lang medyo okay ako. The next 3 hours, kasi every 4 hours ang inom ko eh. So, hirap talaga parusa. I really, kala ko, medyo immune na ako dahil because of my health protocol, no? Protocols, no? Kaya lang, tinamaan eh. Wala tayong masabi, no? So, yeah, ingat kayo. Hindi lang sa virus ang pangalan ito. Some other mga viruses and bacteria nakamamatay, Lethal talaga. That's true. Pwede tayong pagka hindi niyo naagapan. Kasi once na ang blood mo poison na o nagkaroon ng
blood sepsis.
Hindi na kayanin. Kasi sepsis, tama yan. Kasi lumalaban yan mga white blood cells natin kung hindi makayanan. Okay. Okay na tayo, Direk? Okay na tayo. Okay. All right. Ano ang topic natin for today, attorney? Ayan, ito, no?
Frequently asked questions. So, ano tayo? May mga theme yung mga topic natin. For the last few weeks, nandun tayo sa divorce and finances. But now we're gonna go back to children matter. Balik na naman ang mga bata sa eskwelahan. So, quite up, just in case may mga konting mga dispute na naman kayo sa mga ex nyo. And in terms of children arrangement proceedings or children arrangement cases, from my experience, pito lang tayo. So, quite short. Ito yung mga frequently asked sa akin. Some of it are magta-touch ng mga common misconception ng mga kliyente. But hopefully, it will give you an idea o ma-share nyo sa inyong mga kaibigan o kapamilya if they are dealing with children contact issue with their exes or soon to be exes.
Okay, all right, okay. So we're gonna have a short break, attorney, no? And when we come back, i-discuss natin yung topic na yan, no? Na sinasabi mo. Okay, all right, we're gonna have a short break. Huwag ko kayong alis, mga kaibigan. And when we come back, magdi-discuss si attorney ng ating topic for tonight. Saglit po lamang.
Mula doon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
%, all natural, tasty, healthy, versatile, 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galettos.
May problema ka ba sa landlord mo? Baka AV ka na ni Kuya. May problema sa mga kapitbahay, sa trabaho. O kaya naman kay Mister o kay Mrs. Away tungkol sa mala, mga may utang, mga aksidente, daing o laban sa ospital or sa NHS. Harassment? O baka naman may stalker ka na gusto mong ireklamo? Punta na sa DV Solicitors para matulungan ka pagdating sa mga litigations at iba pang mga legal concerns. DV Solicitors at 2nd floor, Howard House, St. John Street, Bedford, MK42 0DJ. Tumawag sa 01234-350-244 or 01234-225-188 o kaya naman mag-email sa d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com. Visit our website at www.dvsolicitors.com.
Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network. Pinoy Radio, UK. Pinoy Radio, UK. Sumasahing papawid 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiok.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, tuloy-tuloy ho tayo sa ating programa, no? Pero bago natin tawagin si attorney, no, isama, pwede na natin siguro isama. Attorney, good evening once again sa iyo, no? May gusto lang ako i-anunsyo yung one musical experience, attorney. It's ito. It's happening on October 1, yan, sa 2022 sa Apps Court Farm. So, ayan, no, andyan yung mga artista, no, napakarami niyan.
Sino ba yung mga artista?
Oo,
Si Casey.
October 1.
Si
Bamboo!
Si Bamboo eh. Galing yan sa...
Si Bamboo. Andiyan mo si Bamboo. Ayan, si Bamboo. Yan, andiyan si Bamboo. Casey Tandingan.
Casey Tandingan narinig ko. Yung iba, hindi ko masyado na kilala. Tinitingnan ko nga kung sino eh. John Cuelas, Darren.
So,
I'm sure they're all very,
yan.
very talented. Ayan. Tangkilikin ang talentong Pilipino.
Ayun, Jeremy G, Jan Guelas, Darren, Easy Mill, ano yun, Angela Ken, and some local people no, dito sa UK. Ayun. Alright, so One Musical Express, check it out, no? Meron mga pwedeng pagkuhanan ho ng, ng mga tickets and malapit na. October 1, ilang tulog na lang at darating na rito, no? Yan ang venue, attorney, ng Barrio Fiesta every year. Abs Court Farm. Kaso, ibang venue siya ngayon. Ito ng One Musical Experience. Ang laki, malaki yan, malaki. Malaki siguro dahil malaki ang Abs Court Farm eh. So, yes. May two kinds of tickets. May VIP, merong regular. So, yeah, check it out. It's pahabol, no? Pero open area, so dala kayo ng payo.
Dala payo.
Open area.
Dala kami ng coat kasi malamig na yun. October 1, pwede medyo malamig na yan.
October, September ngayon. Actually, ano na ngayon, di ba? Fall na ngayon, di ba, attorney? Fall na, di ba?
Autumn.
Fall na.
Autumn, yeah.
Autumn na, So, yeah. Sige, attorney, yung ating topic for tonight, so take it away.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Laragan. Bubulol tayo. Take 2. Thank you, Mr. Laragan. As I've said, the topic today is frequently asked questions on children proceedings or children contact cases. So, anong mga, this relates to pag may away, kung sino ba yung primary carer, kung sino ba kung ano ba yung contact, extent and frequency ng contact ng isang magulang sa kanyang anak, which, as you know, happens during the divorce situation or separation situation. This is from experience. Hindi po ito ang katanungan lang o ang issue lang sa isang children contact cases. And ang usual na guidance namin o caveat namin, disclaimer namin sa inyo is still please get specific advice from a lawyer because it might be different in your case. Ito po ay guidance lamang. Ito po ay kumbaga preliminary information lamang so that you can have some overview as to yung mga parating tinatanong sa akin bilang abogado. So I've got about 8 questions. I think tinagdagan ko ng isa nung break. May naalala ako. So without further ado, ang nauunang tinatanong sa akin, and this is specific sa ating mga Filipino. Parating tinatanong sa akin, Attorney Dana, below 7 years old yung bata, automatic ba na mapupunta sa magulang dito sa UK? I think the reason for that is may ganyang batas sa Pilipinas or some sort of provision, parang ganyan sa Pilipinas. Dito sa UK, it's a straightforward no. Wala pong automatic, walang cut-off dito na pag below 7 years old or below a certain age, it goes automatically to a mother or to a father, as I've said. Wala po yan sa batas, wala po sa law, sa statute, sa act. It's not there, it's not in any case precedent. The law is very simple. Narinig niyo na po siguro to sa aking mga previous episodes. What is in the best interest of the child? So hindi walang automatic na presumption na dahil bata o masyadong bata yung isang yung child mapupunta sa magulang na babae o sa magulang na lalaki. So that is a no. Hindi po yan automatic. Question number 2. Pwede ko bang can I stop the other parent from seeing the children? So that question is, I think, quite vague. So pag sinasabi nila sa akin yan, pwede ko bang hindi sila ipakita sa tatay nila o sa nanay nila? The answer to that is only if it's in the best interest of the children. So, di ba, makikita niyo may pattern yung mga sagot ko. Best interest of the children. What does that mean? So, kung at risk, in danger, and real danger, not just a possibility, not just a might be a quite a small possibility of danger. Yung real imminent danger yung mga bata. Yes, you can stop contact. So, for example, sasabihin ng magulang, ay dadalhin ko yan, mag-aano kami. We'll do something very risky. Pupunta kami sa bundok kahit na bumabagyo. Something like that. That's one thing. Or pupunta kami dun sa isang kamag-anak namin who's known to be a risk to children. So that's another thing. There has to be a justification. And then justification na yan would have to relate sa safety ng mga bata. And not just because ayaw nyo dun sa ex nyo o galit kayo sa ex nyo. So that's the reason why it's not a straightforward yes, it's not a straightforward no. Kailangan may rason. Kailangan justified yung rason. At hindi lang dahil nag-away kayo ng asawa mo o nag-away kayo ng ex mo. Because it could be parental alienation kung wala kang justified reason for not allowing contact between the children and the other parent. In very, very severe cases, nangyayari na kung in front of the court, hindi talaga nila i-allow yung contact between the children and the parents. But very, very severe cases of very, very huge risk, continued risk na hindi na talaga kayang i-manage ng professionals, ng social services, ng other parent, hindi na kayang matulungan ma-rehabilitate yung relationship. So there are instances like that. I have seen in cases na may magaganong judgment ng korte. That is possible. But equally, kung wala tayong rason, pwede rin mag-bite back yan sa atin. Kung nainis lang tayo dun sa ex natin at hindi natin pinakita yung mga bata, then that's no good as well. Question number 3, I've actually heard of this question from one case. Kung nag-cheat o nagka-affair yung kabilang, yung tatay o yung nanay, pwede ko bang hindi pakita yung mga bata? Pwede ko bang ilayo ang mga bata? The answer is no. That's not really a justified reason. As I've said, unless you can prove na yung bagong partner, they're putting the children at risk. So always go back to the children. Nakikita niyo po yung pattern. Hindi ito kung ano yung preference ng nanay o ng tatay, ng lolo, ng lola. It is always about the best interest of the children. What is in the best interest of the children here? But if it's just cheating, I'm not saying just cheating, but kung yun ang sitwasyon, that is not really a justification to say that the children should not have contact with the other parent. So, be very, very wary of that one. As I've said, we always have to go back to the same rule, which is what is in the best interest of the children. Number 4, again, this has been asked to me a number of times actually. Kung ayaw ng mga bata makita yung magulang, pipilitin ko ba? Pwede ko bang sabihin sa mga bata o wag na lang? Again, medyo balance yung answer dito. It's not a yes or a no. Yung gusto ng mga bata, what we call wishes and feelings of the children, is taken into consideration. But it's not the only consideration. So kung involve yung social services or your CAFCAS or yung local authority dyan, they'll probably ask the children, they're probably going to delve a little bit deeper. Kung ano yung rason bakit ayaw ng mga bata, is there a reason why? Is it because may parental alienation? Baka naman masyadong negative tayo dun sa kabilang magulang and that's the reason why ayaw ng mga bata because they feel that they owe a loyalty to the other parent. Or may reason that relates to risk and harm. So, hindi diretsong yes ang sagot, hindi rin diretsong no ang sagot. The answer is we need to know more. We need to take it into consideration. How much weight we give to those wishes and feelings, it depends kung ano yung resulta ng investigasyon ng mga professionals in that case. So, I've seen both in the past na yung with older children, mas mature, and you know na it's just their wishes and feelings, and they and that gets a heavier weight in this proceedings. With the younger children, it also depends on the circumstance. So I would say it depends on the circumstance, but hindi pwede na ikaw mismo, kung wala namang risk yung kabilang parent, hindi mo pwedeng sundin lang yung mga bata. Sometimes, you just have to encourage the children. Kung walang risk, you just have to encourage the children to develop a positive relationship with the other parent. But if there's risk, then yes, you can stop contact, or you can reconsider contact in a much more safer venue or safer na arrangement. Next, ito din, natanong din sa atin, karamihan sa ating komunidad, pwede ko bang transfer, move ang mga bata to another country kahit andito yung magulang nila without their consent? No, you have to get yung consent ng other person who has parental responsibility sa mga bata, especially with a huge life-changing moment as moving to another country, and in some instances even moving to another county or another city where it will impact the relationship. So for example, nandito lang kayo sa Bedford and pareho kayo, meron na kayong arrangement na ito yung contact mo sa mga bata, weekend or alternate Wednesdays, and ito sa akin most of the time. And then you decided, ay, gusto ko na mag-move sa Scotland or somewhere near. Gusto ko mag-move sa Manchester, kumbaga. It's quite far away. Mahaba-habang drive yan, 3 hours na drive. So even with that, it is prudent to ask the consent of the other parent. Lalo-lalo na kung magkakaroon ng impact ang relasyon nila. And we still go back dun sa aking nag-iisang, kumbagang acid test, nag-iisang test at criteria dito sa children proceedings na ito. What is in the best interest of the children? Bakit ka mag-move doon? Why is it better for the children? Some of the justification I've heard is that andun yung school na gustong pasukan. It's a very good school. Andun lahat ng mga extended relatives. Wala silang extended relatives dito locally. In the same way with the father, wala ding extended relatives there. So it's really a good move for the children, school-wise as well as social-wise. So we're looking at that. Hindi lang dahil gusto mo o dahil sa tingin mo mas easier for you. Maybe there's a career move. And I would suggest, again, practical tip for that is pag-usapan nyo, kahit na tapos na yung relasyon nyo, you're still co-parents, and instead of, we would really encourage people, instead of first going to the lawyers, mag-usap muna kayo. You can use mediation, you can use a third person to sort of mediate between you. But it is important that these are discussed ahead of time with the criteria in mind of what is in the best interest of the children. Now, question number 6, should I stop contact kung hindi nabayaran ang child maintenance? Technically separate ang child maintenance. Ang child maintenance services, sila ang in charge sa pagkuha ng child maintenance dito. And normally, they're very good. They're very, very good in getting your child maintenance. Dahil minsan pwede nila makuha yan directly from the source mismo. It would be good for you to ask first, at kung hindi talaga nabayaran ang child maintenance ang pahabulin nyo, but contact, as long as walang other risk, hopefully it should, mas maayos na, unless talagang may mga fraud na nangyayari, it should carry on really, unless and as long as walang risk sa bata. Child maintenance is separate. They should just go and enforce yung liability dun sa tatay o sa nanay na nagbabayad ng child maintenance. And I would say it's online. If you're thinking about making a child maintenance services, dati po siyang CSA Child Services, CSA yung kanyang abbreviation noon. Ngayon po ay CMS na, Child Maintenance Services. It's a very straightforward process. You don't need lawyer to do this. Talagang simplified po ito para kayo mismo ay makapag-apply ng maintenance ng mga bata. And they are very, very good at getting the information dahil sangay po ng gobyerno yan at naglalay sila sa ibang mga sangay ng gobyerno. Kaya malalaman kung ano yung income nung kabilang parent, which would be the basis of child maintenance ng mga bata. So the answer to that is it shouldn't stop contact, really, but I would still say i-chase nyo yung child maintenance para ma-enforce. Although kung fully hindi, I think you should talk. Kung delayed yung child maintenance, minsan baka naman may financial difficulties lang. I think you should still talk and see kung ano talaga yung nangyayari at kung ano ang makakabuti sa mga bata. Kung talagang wala ng baon yung mga bata, then you should communicate that. That should be a part of your dialogue as co-parents. Now, the other one that I'm being asked as well is, it's one thing siguro hindi tayo sanay as a Filipino culture is, can they take away my child? Yung local authority, local government dito, can they really take away my child? Yes, that is a yes. Kung Mr. Laragan has interpreted in many cases, kung ito yung naririnig natin, social services came in, dinala, kinuha, sinend sa foster care, or a child sa kanilang care proceedings, the local authority can instigate what we call a care proceedings, which is they will intervene. Makikialam sila, sasabihin nila, no, we're going to look after the child, we're going to take away the child from this very unsafe situation. And normally, the situation is kung both parents yung involved sa either child abuse or the other parent is tolerating yung abuser. So they would remove the child themselves and they would find an alternative home for the child. So the answer to that is yes, they have jurisdiction in the UK and they can do that. Now the other one, the last one is, nag-agree na kami, attorney. Matagal na kami nag-agree. And okay naman for a few years, meron kaming child arrangement order. However, hindi na nag-work ngayon for whatever reason. May bagong pamilya siya o nag-iba na siya, he's not turning up on time, or hindi na, it's really not working. Can I still come back to the court kahit meron na kaming naging child arrangement order nun? Yes, you can. Kung hindi nag-work and the children are at risk, or it's not really for the best interest of the children, yung current order nyo, please talk about it first directly kayo. Try to negotiate, try to see kung mediate, to see what would work, what would be the solution. Kung wala talaga, then you can apply to the court and say, well, we need help to sort it out. We need the court to assist us, give us some structure kung ano yung mangyayari again. So that happened in some cases, some of my cases, that they actually came back and said it's not working. This is really not working. So those are the 8 questions. As I've said, most of them are based on some misconceptions on children contact proceedings or care proceedings, social services, kung ano yung kaibahan sa atin dun sa Pilipinas at dito, cultural, legal. Hopefully, that is helpful. Dagdag kaalaman po sa inyo, sa kaibigan nyo, sa kapamilya nyo. But please get specific legal advice. Iba pa rin ang advice kung maririnig ng abogado kung ano yung inyong case, particular case, ano yung facts ng case nyo. These are generic guidance that will give you advanced information, but not necessarily kung ano yung specific na action plan para sa case nyo. So as I've said, use responsibly ang information na to, but please do seek legal advice for your own case.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
Okay, ayan. Balik tayo. Tuloy-tuloy tayo sa ating program. Ayan. Tawagin natin si Attorney. Once again, Attorney, good evening, no? Ayan. Anim ba? Walo? Walo ba yung binanggit mo?
Walo po.
Walo. Okay. Yung cheating talaga, maliwanag yun, ha? Hindi siya justified to remove parental contact, di ba? Tama ba yan?
Correct.
No? Or
Tama po kayo doon. Maraming natatanong sa akin yan.
Oh, wag mo na si daddy mo kasi may girlfriend, no? Ano, ayoko. Okay, nagagalit siya na dahil baka yun ang pinagsumulan ng pag-iiwalay nila, no? Ayoko makita yung maldita na yan, di ba? So hindi po pwede. Unless sabi mo, unless it's putting the children at risk yung kung may partner or whatever yun unless pa pwede yun.
Unless. Absolutely right. Absolutely correct.
Yun ang laging the best interest ng bata, no. Okay, pero yan pwedeng temporary lang. For example, at putting the children at risk, that can change naman kung mag-change the circumstance nung father, halimbawa, or mother, as the case may be, no.
Absolutely. Hindi yan dynamic naman yan. May mga iba na talagang hindi naman tayo lahat perpekto, 'di ba? So may mga siguro stress yung isang tao, and then they showed the court na okay, nagbago na ako, o alam ko na yan ang problema, now I'm doing X, Y, and Z to address this, so can you please slowly give me contact, reintroduce yung contact. Ay, yan ang normally na nangyayari. Kung may risk man at na insightful naman yung partido na alleged na perpetrator ng risk, nagagawa naman yan ng paraan, kumbaga. May dialogue na nangyayari. Makikita, kailangan, they need to work on themselves. They need to satisfy the court na address yung risk properly at hindi na babalik uli yung risk na yan, hindi na continued yung risk na yan. So, it's all about looking at, okay, what's happened? What can we do about it? What can the other party work on? Ano ba yung kailangan niyang i-address? And if we have to reintroduce contact, dahan-dahan uli yan, di naman yan biglaan agad. And kung kailangan may rehabilitation, yung relationship, nangyayari din yan. Very last resort na talaga yung wala na talagang contact. Although I have seen it in some cases, Mr. Laragan, I've seen it in some cases. I've read about it. Not so much on case na I've started, fingers crossed, I've started on my own. I've worked in some cases na historically walang contact. They've asked us to still try after a few years. Pero walang nag-change. Yun yung magic word mo . Paano halimbawa nag-change? Yung problema dun sa case na yun, hindi nag-change, hindi nagbago. Or walang nakitang improvement in terms of insight, improvement in terms of accepting responsibility. And we can talk about that next week, yung situation where may allegations ng domestic abuse or child abuse, but then it ended up na naayos naman in due course, nagkaroon ng what can they do kung yun ang sitwasyon? What can they do in order to still get contact? Automatic ba yan o walang contact? We can talk about dahil mahabang topic yan.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, so I think number 5 to, siguro sabi mo nga yung ano no, pag-usapan natin, halimbawa, example, si mother, kay mother yung mga bata. Si mother na in love. Okay, si father ang medyo nagluko at kaya nagkaroon sila ng nagkaroon ng divorce, no? Yung dito, hindi na pwedeng sisihin. Kaya diba, sisihin yung tao, hindi na po pwede. Wala na sisihan dito. Okay, si mother na in love, ngayon, sinama yung dalawang bata, no? Sabi mo kasi pati pag-move kailangan pag-usapan din, kailangan di ba? Pwede bang mag-move, no? To another country. Na in love, yung lalaki na na-meet, siguro may napakagandang post abroad, no? Assignment abroad. Sasama yung buong pamilya. Close yung mga anak sa lalaki. Ano magagawa ni babae, ni lalaki, ni husband?
I think it depends. As I've said, dito talaga nagkakaroon ng differences in terms of specific legal advice. So we're gonna all look at yung totality talaga ng case, yung lahat ng nuances ng case na yan. Kung talaga bang makakabuti sa mga bata, ano na edad nila, saan sila titira doon, ano yung, are they what do they feel about the move, may other options ba? Because that would be a complete uprooting. We call it uprooting ng mga bata. He can challenge that. Pwede siyang pumunta sa korte and the court can look at the options, magkakaroon ng, kumbaga, deliberation kung makakabuti nga yan sa bata. And it's really going to rest on the evidence. Kung ano yung sitwasyon ng mga bata abroad versus situation ng mga bata dito. And sometimes we would have, not just sometimes, but we would normally have Kafka social services. Hindi lang kami mga abogado yung nag-ano niyan kasi hindi naman kami social science expert, hindi naman kami psychologist or as I've said, hindi yan ang forte namin. So, and even the court as well, we interpret the law, we apply the law, but we seek help and support from independent professionals to tell us what is, say deliberation nyo, ano ba, makakabuti ba yan sa mga bata o hindi makakabuti sa bata. In some ways, it is very simple. We really have to make a decision. That is, kahit finely balance. So, titingnan natin, napakahirap, no? Kasi sasabihin na, may ganito naman. So, it's going to rest kung ano yung particular case, yung talagang detalye ng kaso, detalye ng proposal ni mother at ng kanyang new partner, detalye ng proposal ng father, detalye ng kanyang cases. So, if you're in that situation, you really are going, kumbaga pros and cons sa ano ang pros and cons niyan, and you have to look at it with an objective eye. Ito ba talaga bawa magiging CEO talaga ng Google si father at talagang wala talaga siyang option, di ba? And he needs to go to Silicon Valley. Yun ang and the kids will go to private boarding school, the best in the country, and all of those. So that is, that differs if siguro sasabihin hindi mo naman sinabi kung saan kayong country pupunta, hindi mo sinabi kung anong trabaho ng bagong partner mo, hindi ko alam kung magiging safe ang mga bata doon, hindi ko alam kung magiging maayos ang buhay nila doon. So it would really turn on the facts of the case. It would turn on the details of the case. But as an example, that is the thought process ng korte. Very, very simple question. What is in the best interest of the children?
Attorney, can you recap yung 8 reasons na yan, no? In closing?
Yeah.
Sige, lang. Parang pasada lang.
Pasada lang. Very, very quick. Very quickly.
Very quick lang.
Eight frequently asked questions. Number 1 is kung automatic ba mapupunta sa nanay ang 7-year-old or below na mga bata. Hindi. Nope, not at all. Number 2, can I stop them from seeing the other parent? Only if there is a justified reason as such as safeguarding risk. Hindi pwede na dahil ayaw mo lang o dahil naiinis ka lang sa kabilang parent. Number 3, kung nag-cheat ang kabilang ang other parent, pwede ko bang i-stop ang parental contact? No, that's not enough of a good reason. Kailangan we all go back to safeguarding risk. Kung may risk safety risk ang mga bata, that's only the justified reason to stop contact. Number 4, if the child does not want to see the other parent, pwede ko na lang ba sundin ang mga bata? It's not really a straightforward yes. Yung wishes and feelings ng mga bata taken into consideration, but deeper than that, kailangan alamin bakit, kailangan alamin anong background niyan. You can't just use that na i-alienate, na pabayaan na lang sila. I think it is a more mas malalim na reflection yan. Be very careful dahil kung ini-encourage mo o ikaw yung rason bakit ayaw ng mga bata sa kanilang other parent, it could be parental alienation, and that could, as we said, bite you back in due course. So the answer to that is it depends. Hindi yan automatic yes. Can I move the children to another country without consent ng other parent? No, you need the consent of the other parent or yung other parent na may parental responsibility. 6, can I stop contact dahil hindi lang nagbayad ng child maintenance ang kabilang partido? That is, they're technically separate. Yung child maintenance ay pwede mo makuha sa child maintenance services. It shouldn't really, unless talagang pinahihirapan na yung bata, may parang financial abuse na sitwasyon. But if it's just na delay lang ng isang linggo, baka naman under financial difficulty lang, pag-usapan nyo. Yung practical na advice ko ay pag-usapan nyo at wag agad magsa-stop ng contact dahil may na-delay ng isang araw sa ganyan. Number 7, can the local authority take my child away? Pwede ba nilang kunin ang anak namin? Kahit anak namin yan. At wala naman dapat talaga silang karapatan dyan. Nope, in the UK, meron po silang karapatan. May jurisdiction ng local authority dito. Social services, as you know it. They can intervene. They can apply for what we call care proceedings. Kung naalaman ng the usual is, sinumbong kayo ng kapitbahay, naririnig sinasaktan ng mga bata. That's normally the background information. Social services can come in and take the child away. And finally, kahit na meron kaming children arrangement order sealed by the court beforehand, but hindi na nag-work or the children are at risk, can I still come back to court? The answer is yes. As long as it's in the best interest of the children, you can come back to the court. You can make the court deal with specific issues, or prohibit someone from doing something, or really relook at the overall children arrangement order. So that's our quick 8 frequently asked questions on children contact arrangements.
Okay. Ayan. So malinaw, no? Mga 8 frequently asked questions. No. Okay. All right. Attorney, magpapaalam na tayo siguro. Let's make way for baka may mga pagbati o may mga pahabol dyan ng mga messages or anything. Sige, Jack, sige, go. Attorney, as you are about to say something?
I was waiting for yung ating prompt for, or if you wish to contact me, as I've said kanina, you really do need.
Di ba? Paano pa tayo? Di ba? Pagkatapos itong 4 na pagbati lang.
Titingnan muna natin. Analu Antipuesto.
Tingnan muna natin.
See you there. 1 month
okay,
ago.
1 MX. Sige. Okay. All right. Sino pa?
Vic Hernandez says, thank you for your greetings. Your program legal advice is very helpful to all Filipinos in the UK. Mabuhay po kayo. Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat po.
Mabuhay. Vic Hernandez. Yes. May dalawa pa yata, no?
Sanchez Grace says, good afternoon,
Sanchez
everyone
Grace.
watching Lisbon, Portugal. Good afternoon.
Oy, good afternoon. Good afternoon ba? Di ba advance ba sila sa oras? Or, mas mababa yata ang mababa ba? Anyway.
Hindi ko alam.
Masyado oras sa, oo. Irene Duay, sige, attorney.
Irene Duay says, hello, Kuya Sonny and Attorney Donna. Good evening, and to all the viewers out there. Magandang hapon. Ang maligayang pakikinig sa lahat. Maligayang pakikinig din to our si Sis Irene Duay. Yan.
Sis Irene Duay, yan. Ang chairperson ng Filipino Derby and Derbyshire community, no? Yan, Filipino community in Derby and Derbyshire. Kaya mabuhay. Mabuhay, mabuhay. Okay, meron ba? Yan na yan? Si
Rudy Libroho.
Libroho.
Basahin lang natin. Magandang gabi ng masayang Tuesday, Miss Total Package, Attorney Dana, Slim, good-looking Sir Sonny, Super Sad Edgar, and lovely cum laude Direct Paula, and all happy viewers. God bless us all from Team Libroho. God bless you too, Team Libroho. Nakakatuwa naman.
Okay, well, attorneys, yan. Yan, yung kaninang yung pag-extra. Paano ka ba mag-contact?
Ito na tayo sa ating, ayan na yung prompts. So, as I've said kanina, parati kong inuulit-ulit, please get a specific legal advice. Umpisa lang po yung, kumbaga overview lang yung binigay namin. You can contact me at danna.quinto@dbsolicitors.com or call me at 01234225-188. I give free 30-minute consultation. So, may mga episode po kami kung paano i-prepare for an effective 30-minute consultation. So, you can go back to that on YouTube or Facebook. But, highly recommended po na itanong nyo po yung, with the specific facts, yung inyong kaso para mabigyan po kayo ng appropriate na legal advice.
Ayan, okay. So yan, pagka meron kayong mga tanong pa, no, at if you want somebody to represent you sa inyong mga problema sa legal, no, ayan ho, si attorney, no, Dana Quinto, ayan. Okay, i-ano ko lang sila, attorney, i-remind ko everybody lang na October 1, ilang araw na lang yan. Siguro mga yan, ito, meron tayong one musical experience. They call it one musical experience. Yes, attorney?
Mga 3 weeks pa ata. O mga 2 weeks na.
3 weeks pa. 3 weeks
Sorry.
pa. Ayan. So, Court Farm. No, okay lang. Court Farm to, no? Hindi ka pa napunta rin, no? Sa Court Farm, libreng shuttle bus from Hampton Court Station. Ayan, may mga, andyan si Bamboo, kung kilala si Bamboo, si Darrell. Ito yata yung nanalo ng, no? ng mga bata, no? At marami pang iba, no? So, ayan, they've been very successful sa Dubai at some other mga Singapore or ganyan, no? At ayan. Ayan ho ay sa October 1. Buy your tickets right away, no? And hanapin niyo ang TFC Europe at one musical experience ang tawag nila, attorney. So, ayan. Okay, well, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye. Ay, mamimigay pala tayo ng ano. Siguro kailan tayo mamimigay? Mamimigay tayo siguro ng ano, hindi ko alam kung during our show or we'll just do a special show na mamimigay tayo ng mga 5 tickets sa event.
Wow.
Okay. Yes, well, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye. Nako, pasensya na ho, at least ngayon nakabawi-bawi ho tayo. Talagang ingat kayo, mga bacteria, mga virus, no? Ingat ho kayo dahil mahirap po magkasakit. Although parang maluwag na tayo, attorney, ngayon, wala na masyadong, hindi ka mukha nung dati na nung may COVID ka, inita ng COVID. Hindi ka mukha sa Pilipinas. Ngayon lang yata sila nagsisimulang hindi na mag-mask. Pero dito sa UK, matagal na wala na tayong mga masks, no? So sana ituloy-tuloy yan at even then, no, maski hindi man sa COVID or anything else, ingat pa rin ho tayo, no? Kaya't but I guess magpapaalam na tayo, no? So sa ngalan ho ni Attorney Dana Quinto, no, yung ating expert on sa legal advice dito sa United Kingdom, at sa ngalan ho ng ating direktor na malapit na mag-birthday, isang linggo na ba? Almost less than 2 weeks, mag-birthday na ho yan. September 22 yata, hindi ko alam kung ano, o September 21, alamin natin. So, ayan, at siya, sa ngalan ni attorney at ni Direk Pao, maraming salamat to, no? Ito po si Sonny Laragan nagsasabi, thank you very much sa inyong walang sawang pagsubaybay dito sa ating programa. Well, let's do it again next Tuesday ho, no? For another happy Tuesday, no? Dito po sa Filipino TV Europe. So till then, take care, God bless, and good night. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Bye. Good night.